Okay, I'm reading notes for my beautiful ladies on Thursday afternoon. Hi, ladies. Okay. Don't tell your husbands about this video. It's a secret video. Okay, ready? I caught a cold. Did you catch a cold? Now, we can also say, do you have a cold? Or I have a cold. I have a cold. Do you have a cold? I think that's more natural. Do you have a cold is more natural than did you catch a cold. We use that more often. Do you have a cold? I was very busy. Remember, 先週のこと話すと I was very busy. 忙しかった. My students visited the high schools. Not visited to. That's a mistake in the notes. My students visited the high schools. They visited the high schools they want to get into. I thought they would come back earlier, but they didn't. This year, the computer system changed. My students waited at the high schools for a long time. They can apply to 2 high schools. They came back late, so I decided to cancel my English class. She gave me this notebook. Or they gave me this notebook. I think your friend gave you this notebook, right? I met my old friends from an old job last Saturday. Many of my friends were sick. Many of my friends are taking care of their parents. In addition, some of them had died young. In addition, and also on top of that, sono ue ni, on top of that, on top of that. I haven't seen you in 2 weeks. I haven't seen them in 25 years. This past Sunday, my husband and I went to the Higashiyama Zoo and the botanical gardens because my husband gained weight. I suggested we go to the zoo. I saw it on TV. He is still fat. He's a plastic surgeon. She got plastic surgery. Male is os. Female is mess. Tareteru is sag or droop. For example, her eyelids are drooping. My patients feel happy. Have you ever thought about meishi? Have you ever thought about doshi ing? For example, have you ever thought about quitting your job? Have you ever thought about getting a divorce? Have you ever thought about divorce? Have you ever thought about moving? Quit is yameru. 仕事をやめるは quit. Quit smoking もタバコ吸うをやめる。それも quit. How did French bulldogs first get to Japan? I had less patience than usual last week. 好奇心が強いは curious. I'm curious about 何々. Question. Answer plus why do you ask? Answer. I'm just curious. For example, where do you live? I live in Nagoya. Why do you ask? I'm just curious. I was just curious. 禁止されてる forbid. Forbid. 許さない。それも許さない。許可あげない。I forbid my staff from growing their fingernails and piercing their ears. I prohibit them is also possible, but it's a little formal. To pierce is tsuranuku, like pierce your ear. A yori B ga suki. I like A more than B. I like A better than B. どうした? Women. どうだった? How was it? Could you take our photo, please? Could you take our picture, please? Kinjo is neighbor. Hood. Sorry, I did that again. Kinjo is neighborhood. Kinjo no hito wa neighbor. Kusuri o nomu wa I took medicine. Remember when you say your name, you say, my name is Victor. My name Victor would be wrong. My name is Victor. I like to eat. I like eating. I like to sleep. I like sleeping. I like to play tennis. I like playing tennis. Both are okay. Who's your favorite actor? I don't have one. I don't have one. それか I don't really have one. 別にいない。特にいない。彼は今ね、4時半ぐらいね。It's 4:30-ish. 彼が40代ぐらいね。He's 40-ish. 40歳ぐらい。He's 40-ish. Her blouse is reddish. Reddish or maybe orangish. What's your sign? I'm a Virgo. I'm a Cancer. Jeans are Zubon jeans, and jeans, that's Jeans, and jeans, Genes, are DNA. I wanted to be Kunoichi. I have lots of work. I have many jobs. はアルバイトいっぱいある。I have lots of work やらないといけない仕事いっぱいある。My husband gained 20 kilograms since the wedding. Do you prefer coffee or tea? I prefer coffee. Would you rather have coffee or tea? I would rather have coffee. Good at means jozu. Would you rather be good at figure skating or snowboarding? I'd rather be good at snowboarding. Would you rather be good at acting or singing? I would rather be good at singing. I'd rather be good at acting. It's a silly question. Silly. Oroka. Bakana. Bakabakashi. What would you do if you were rich? If I were rich, I would quit my job. If I were rich, I would buy a big house. If I were rich, I would travel to many countries. She is so vain. That's your lesson. Thanks for watching. See you next week.